Periscope land.
Hey,
Hi
Periscopers.
guys. Hi. How you guys doing this evening? Chinook, how are you this morning? Sincerely yours is on. Sincerely yours, Sarah.
All right.
Falami, A&E, Debs, Fabs. Welcome,
All right. Sound
welcome,
off.
welcome.
Let us know where you're from. Let's do a roll
JR
call.
Divine, welcome on tonight. They're going so fast. Sandra
They're going really
Magoo,
fast.
welcome, welcome. Hi guys.
Hello, hello,
Delicia's
hello.
in the house. Welcome.
G. Hey,
you
Felicia.
guys sound off from where you're from.
Please do.
Hello from New York.
All right.
The Meadow Haven. Hi, welcome New
right.
York. How are you guys this evening? So it's about 9 o'clock there. So thank you for joining us on tonight. Hopefully you've had TM Faults. Welcome on tonight. Glad to see you here, South Carolina.
All right. What's happening?
It's in the house. The Young Baller, how are you?
Hey, Young Baller, what's going
Hi.
on, man?
Good to see
Good
you
to
on
see
tonight.
you.
Miss Proverbs.
31.
Welcome. Good to see you as well. Norvale 27 is in the, as they say, house. Hey, how you
up,
doing,
young
guy?
What's
Good to
happening?
see you. Hope you've been doing well. We've been praying for you, Norvale.
Indeed.
Good to see you on tonight.
As always.
We're doing a roll call right now to see where everybody's from. Blessings. Hey, Chinook.
Hey,
Is
Chinook.
it Shannon? I think it's Shannon.
Shannon.
Hey,
Unky.
Shannon. How are you
Yes.
from tonight?
Shannon. Yes.
Shannon, right. Shannon. Good to see you on tonight. Good to see you guys. Well, if you're new to us, let us know that you're new to us. We know that we have some faithful followers, and we're so very grateful for
Yes,
you all.
we are. We don't take it for granted.
So if you're new, just type in new. It's air can to pan.
Or can't
I think I said that right.
F1
F1
Metal.
Metal. Welcome on
welcome.
tonight. It's Tuesday
If you're
night.
new, just type in new.
Table talk.
We're going to
So
let
welcome.
everybody get all logged in and comfy, and so we can do what we do.
Covenant lover, welcome on tonight. So please tell me what to do when I want to pull my hair out and just scream. By the way, I'm new. Girl, buy a wig after you pull that hair out. No.
Become friends with Timmy.
Hi, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much. So
Elvez.
is it Elvez or is it Ivy's? I'm not quite sure. Sid and Angie, welcome.
Sid and Angie. Hey, welcome.
Welcome
Glad to
on
see y'all,
tonight.
as
We're doing
always.
a roll call right now. So remember, if you're new to Periscope, then all you have to do is just tap the right side of that screen or double tap. Hey, double tap that screen, and there will be hearts, and the hearts will go up that side of the page.
As for right now, double tap just to let us know that you're picking us up loud and clear, because you know we have some security issues, and we want
Ivies, okay.
and we want to make sure that everyone's hearing us. Thank you for the hearts. All right, and as usual, we start off with introductions.
I'm Toy.
And I'm Dwayne. We are not counselors professionally. We are not doctors. We are not life coaches. We're not self-help experts. No, we're not motivational speakers, but we are licensed and ordained ministers. I'm actually a retired Chicago police officer and currently freelance professional illustrator.
And I am Toy, and I am a teacher, but I also am a professional makeup artist. And together, we have been married for 20 years. 20 years, 4 kids, and 1 grandchild.
Yes.
And Chi-Town, yes.
Chi-Town.
We are from Chi-Town,
Yes,
too.
we are from Chi-Town.
And so, we have been through a tremendous amount. The Walkers, welcome the
Greensboro,
Walkers.
North Carolina. I'm determined to make it down to North Carolina. My former partner in the Chicago Police Department, his kids are in school down there, and I just hear constantly how beautiful it is down there. I've got to make a trip to North Carolina.
Palm Beach,
Florida.
Yes, you know, I am from Kentucky, but not my other half, but I spent the other half of my life
In Florida.
in Jacksonville, Florida. So we love that weather down there. You guys, when I moved to Chicago,
It was something new.
hi.
New Orleans. Hey!
When I moved to
New
Chicago,
Orleans.
I've never ever in my life
All right,
seen a
rich
cold
kid.
like this.
Thanks
Hi.
for joining. All right.
So welcome you guys on tonight. It's like ridiculous. This Chicago
This
weather.
cold is stupid. It's so cold up here.
Like, you never get used to this level of cold. Never.
Ontario, you would know.
Yeah, you would know.
We probably are not quite Ontario because you guys are closer to the poles, but we get it off that lake and it ain't no punk.
Yep.
So
yes.
we can't complain. I know Ontario, y'all get frigid up there. We are from Chicago.
We're from Chicago. Thank you. We are from Chicago. It's cold now. Is it cold now? No. It's actually was 80 degrees today.
But today was actually officially the last day of
summer. Hey, Coach Christy.
Yeah, and so summer here in Chicago, it blinks and then it's gone.
Thank you for inviting followers. Thank you guys so much.
And for those of you who don't know how to invite followers, if you're on iOS, go ahead and swipe up and you'll see that invite. Boop. And if you're on if you're on Android, iOS, swipe right and hit invite. And if you're on Android, swipe up and hit invite if you think that we are saying something that someone else might want or need to hear. As we said, what we're not, but we are your brother and sister from up the block.
Yes, we are.
That couple that, for some reason you feel like you can talk to them. You know what I mean? Because they're not too lofty and they're always down to earth and they always speak. Thank you so much, Coach Christy.
Thank you.
We're your brother and sister D from up the street.
Yes, we are.
That we want to see y'all make it. You know what I mean? We want to see y'all make it, and we want to see y'all live a long, prosperous, healthy, strong, productive marriage.
Yes, because marriage in itself, some people kind of think of it, they think, oh God.
I know, right?
They think ball and chain. I remember when we got married. Yes, we've been married for 20 years, but I was 19 when we got married. Yes. Thank you. I was married when we got married when I was 19. And yes. I remember the night before.
Hey, Angel Rose.
Thinking, forever? Like, I am only 19 years old. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you.
We love you too. Absolutely.
Yes, I'm only 19 years old. I couldn't even believe. Yes, marriage can be such a powerful source for people.
Yes,
It absolutely is, Coach Christy. It really is. And even though we've had some major pitfalls in our marriage, we are so very grateful to still be on this side of saying we're 20 years. In March, it'll be 21
in March.
So we are excited. So we're going to jump right on in. If there are this is our Tuesday night question and answer. We do a table talk.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes. God bless. 20 and strong. That is awesome. Yes. Keep going. Y'all keep going.
Y'all keep going. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep each other going.
Wait a minute. Even if y'all don't keep going, we're going to keep going.
We're going to keep praying that you keep going. And we're going to keep talking to you so that you keep going. And we hope that you reply so that we can keep going, keeping y'all going.
How did Kuba say it? And Jerry Maguire, he said, "Help me, help you, help me."
Right.
So we help 9+.
Miss Tika.
Hey,
I was wondering when you was going to pop in.
It'll be 4 years. The 29th for me and my husband. Well, congratulations on 4 years.
That's a blessing.
Tori got Tammy back. Yes, I did.
Tammy
Girl,
is back in the house.
Wait a minute, let me tell you.
Tammy back in the house.
So silly.
Remember that little cute dude y'all saw a couple of days ago?
Y'all, I have very fine hair.
And
it is very hard. It's not hard to take care of. It is just, you know what? I get up early in the morning. Sometimes I don't have time for all that. Just throw her on. We keep moving. And nobody ever knows as if I tell my business.
Her and Tammy are best friends.
But okay, anywho, we're here for the Q&A. I think someone said, what do you do when you want to pull your hair out? Get you a Tammy.
Pull Tammy out.
You can pull her out all day and then go buy another one. No. Just joking. But I'm serious. What do you do when you pull Marriage for Real?
Yes,
yes. If you see some stuff, if you see a site come on, a tagline, don't be Tammy like that. That's true, Coach Chris. But let me tell you, like I said, I get up early in the morning and every day's not a hair day. So, Tammy is just easy to find. She like, girl, I'm here, you here, we here, let's do this thing. But moving on. Someone said, you got your finger up?
Before we move on, we just want to let you know that we received a lot of emails from the last scope. And how about The Walking Dead Sunday night? I thought it was pretty good. Anyway, we got a lot of emails from the last scope, and we want you to know that we do read them and we do reply.
Thank you for inviting.
Last scope, if you remember, was 2 parts because Periscope crashed, and it ended up being a total of almost 2 hours. Okay, so though we love talking to you all, that marriageforeal@gmail.com. Send us an email if you have something that you think that we might be able to bless you with if we cannot address it here.
Yes.
Okay, we do want to be mindful of other people's time, and folks work nights. So sleep is kind of paramount sometimes.
Sometimes.
You know what I mean? Sometimes. But it does not affect the fact that we want to be a blessing to you where
Yes.
you are. You know what I mean? What should you do if you're impatient for marriage, but you know you're ready?
Hey, Chris.
That's a great
So
question.
what should you do if you're impatient for marriage, but you know you're ready? I would say that's almost, yes, we do. Pastor, you will all love me. My name is the Hood Doctor. The Hood Doctor. Hi.
Hood Doctor, all right.
Read Joshua
Okay.
Harris.
Read Joshua Harris.
If you're impatient but you're ready to get married, I always say I don't really pretty too much know a whole lot about that being waiting for marriage. And as a matter of fact, our cousin who was Nikki in the City, she actually has a book out now.
Yes.
And it's called why do I always forget the name of the book?
When God said
When
yes.
God said yes.
Slow your brain down just a little bit.
I know,
You're
guys.
like moving like
Sometimes my
40
ADD
miles an hour.
kicks in, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
When God
Thank you,
said
husband.
yes.
Yes. When God said yes, and she got married when she was 30, but she actually was a 30-year-old virgin, and boy, was she ready to get married.
Yes.
I can't speak to the waiting part, but I can speak to what to do while you're waiting. Prepare yourself while you're waiting. You say that you're ready, but let me tell you something. Being married is like having a baby. And I say that because people will say, oh, marriage is like this and oh, marriage is like that. When that first labor pain kick your butt, no, there is nothing that nobody has said that will prepare you for what's about to come.
It's true.
So even though you feel like you're ready, and we're not saying that you're not ready, what we're saying is wait to be chosen. Wait.
Impatience can cause you to ignore warning signs. Okay, even though that you know that you're ready, anything done hastily is done kind of out of focus. Mm-hmm. Okay, and so one thing we say, and I kind of coined the phrase is, don't ignore warning signs. Mm-hmm. Don't ignore yellow flags. Now, the old saying is red flags, but I'm ex-military, and last time I checked, by the time you reach the red flag, you're already in the minefield. Mm-hmm. Okay, and you're about to blow up. Mm-hmm. All right, yellow flags are the warning before you get into the minefield. Mm-hmm. Okay, they're like, watch your step, don't go there. Mm-hmm. But see, oftentimes we disregard the yellow, just like we do when we're driving our car. Mm-hmm. We'll speed right on through the yellow, and then wonder why we end up in a head-on collision. You understand? We love our military men, absolutely.
Yes, we do.
And so, what I warn you, though you're ready, if you have already acknowledged that you are somewhat impatient because for whatever reason, maybe you just want to. Our kids are kind of impatient. Those of you who saw them the other week, they're like just out of high school, freshly into college, and because they've been surrounded by marriages, they want to experience marriage for themselves. They've been surrounded by successful marriages. Mm-hmm. But that impatience thing kind of worries me just a little bit. Okay?
Yeah, because you can make some bad decisions.
When you're impatient. Patience is key. The Perry clan, yes.
Yes.
Yes, the tribe. But slow your roll just a little bit, yep. I would say. You know what I mean? Be very observant during this time, especially if there's somebody already in the picture.
Yes.
All right? Don't ignore the yellow flags.
Yes.
When you haven't gotten to the red ones. By the time the flags are red, you're already married.
Yes.
Okay? That's usually what happens. Okay? By the time...
And you're looking like, how did he ease up on me?
Yeah.
Like, dude, where'd you come from?
Because they put it on you in the bedroom. They wowed you with the wine and dine. The whole 9 yards, and then all them yellow flags, all them yellow lights just get right on bypassed.
Yeah.
And before you know it, you're stepping on that trigger, and you're
blew up.
And you're trying not to lift your foot and blow up.
Yep.
Okay, so hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah. So patiently wait. We know. Don't ignore those yellow flags. No, do not ignore them, because as you said, we're impatient. We want what we want when we want it. Mm-hmm. Yes, ignoring God's time won't. Absolutely, Coach Crystal. We say that's why we say wait to be chosen.
That's it.
Wait to be chosen. And most times, ladies, this is what I have found, even though I got married really young, is that the counterfeit will always come before the real thing. So he'll look like a duck and he'll quack like a duck, but he ain't quite a duck.
Who was your counterfeit before I came along?
Dude, like We're not having that discussion right now.
I got to know. I just got to know. Give me a name. Who's your counterfeit before I showed up?
Well, there's a whole lot of frogs. I kissed a whole lot of frogs before I met my prince.
Ivies, you saw that, didn't you?
Right. I kissed a whole lot of frogs before I met my prince. Mm-hmm. And we've been doing this for 22 years, babe. So
you still gave a name.
Why?
Because I want to know.
It's not even worth it. Right, yes, yes.
Marriage for real, young baller. Right, exactly. Marriage for real.
Right, like it doesn't even matter. I mean,
after 20 years, it's not like you're going to pop up, so what's the problem?
You just never know.
What's the problem?
Let me tell you guys, this is like real talk.
Are y'all going to let her glaze by this?
Wait a minute, guys.
She's trying to use y'all to skip over
No,
this.
I'm not. But listen.
Nice way to get off the question.
No, but listen to this. This is social media. That's one thing I think a whole lot of people like, oh, you was talking about such and such on social media. She was talking about you on social media. No, we not. No.
Answer the question. The peoples want to know. The scope peoples want to know.
Like you wouldn't know him.
They just want to see my reaction.
His name was Alfred.
Alfred.
That is a lie.
I'm like, I ain't never heard of no Alfred.
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Like, jeez. Answer off camera. Thank you. What is your love language? Thank you. My love language is, it used to be, it doesn't even matter. Right.
We'll move
You're
on.
right, Mrs. Black Panther. It doesn't even matter.
If that was me, y'all wouldn't let me off the hook. You know, that's that double standard that we hear so much about. Because she cute and she got Tammy working. And
yeah, like Batman.
You know what I mean? But we're going to let it go. But
yes.
Love language.
Yeah, whatever. You're right.
Thank you. Thank you.
So yes, who he is doesn't even matter. Yeah. I met my dude and I married him.
You met your dude. That's right.
Wonderful.
That's right.
Moving on.
Your love language.
My love language. It's so funny. When I first started out, after reading love languages when I was much younger, my love language was receiving gifts because that's how I give love. So I love to buy people gifts. Like for him, like I will buy him a gift, and that's not his love language. His is physical touch and words of affirmation.
What's my number one?
My husband has all five.
What's my number one? But
your number one is acts of service.
Yes.
But he demonstrates all five, and he likes all. Yes, he operates in all five. But you're really big on physical touch too.
Yes.
You're really big on that.
I am.
But anywho, so mine was receiving gifts. But now as I've gotten older, I am really big on acts of service.
So that's a great question. Anybody else got anything for us that they might want some for real input on?
So I know this is a question that I know that goes on, and I don't know if men discuss this or not. But the question I always get: do you think that married women should hang with single women?
Ooh.
Y'all know what my answer to that is.
Ooh.
Guess what's your answer to that? Ooh. While we're at it, what's your answer to that?
Well, married women or married people?
No. Should married women hang with single women?
No.
There's 21 people. Heck no. Yes.
No.
And that is my answer. No. And you say yes?
Say yes?
That's wow. Natasha. I am an advocate of because priorities are different.
Thank you.
Yes.
Great answer,
and
Sharon.
You said, well, it depends.
Well, it depends.
Yes.
It can depend. We're talking about socially and frequently.
Yes.
How about that?
Let's talk arguments. Oh, yeah. We will go to that after that.
We'll definitely talk arguments. What we mean by hanging out is social priority. Okay, like
your single friend come hanging over at your house all the time.
Right, or your single friend always asking you to come hang out with them away from the house. Okay,
you can have some annual
meetings. Okay,
yes.
Here's my take on that as far as women. Okay,
oh, no problem.
Excuse me.
Just keep going. Keep going, baby.
Okay, that's somebody's gonna get blocked right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're talking about somebody that's going to be it's a social and frequent thing. Mm-hmm. And so with that being said, you all have different priorities, different views, mm-hmm. okay? And different it takes a community, absolutely.
Absolutely.
And so with that, the Bible tells us, how can two walk together lest they agree?
Yes.
And what that means is, how can two people commune and fraternize and bond with one another if they're on totally different pages?
Absolutely.
Okay. And single people
He said we have nothing in common.
Single people. Once again, it depends on what they're asking you to do as far as hanging. Because I do have some single acquaintances, you know what I mean. But we limit our contact to certain arenas.
Yes,
you understand.
I don't know how to block.
I'm gonna show you how to block. Who was that? Matt 1 2 3 4 5
Give
6,
us 1 second,
Just
guys.
1 second.
It's always one. I don't know.
So many women who are single. Okay, I bet it's twins, but I don't know.
Oh, you blocked him. So somebody else can block him? I didn't know that. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. And so, like, with that being said, we're just going to...
dodged.
With that being said, we are going to move forward and ignore the ignorant people that have nothing else to do, that are very creative behind a camera. Okay? But anyway, we don't think that it's productive as it pertains to marriage. Okay, that's our thing. We don't think it's productive.
Yeah.
It can actually lead. It actually can lead to cracks and division within the house. Mm-hmm. Okay, and also some conversations that should not be had find themselves working their way into those relationships. And so with that being said, I say no. And on the male side, the same thing. We actually had a couple that we fellowshipped very frequently with, and they were married, young, newly married. Mm-hmm. At the time, I think we were probably 10 years in the game.
Yeah.
We were probably like around 10 years in the game being married, and they were relatively newlyweds, and we thought that they were, incredibly, joined at the hip. Well, he started hanging around. He would go work out with me, and my wife and his wife hung out, and we would like do these weekly or dinners and whatnot. And one day he met a dude that he knew at the gym when he was working out with me. And this guy was single for real single. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He was single for real. No, you're not supposed to turn your back.
No, we're not saying you're supposed to turn your back on your friend that you know for 26 years.
No. Especially if that friendship is not counterproductive to your marriage. And that's what I'm basically trying to say.
Yes.
Okay, this guy came in, and he was an acquaintance that he had known from before, from real estate circles, and all of a sudden he started going to all these parties with him, telling his wife it was for business. Then all of a sudden he goes, and the dude rode a motorcycle. I knew him because I rode a motorcycle at the time. And now he's starting to ride motorcycles with him, and all of a sudden we see this starting to happen to the marriage.
Yes.
And before long, and mind you, these were two churched people. Before long, let's just say the marriage ended. It was done.
Yeah.
It was done. It ended badly.
Yeah, it did.
It ended very badly. And it began with this brother that was single, but he was a single bachelor doing the bachelor thing. And my married friend started to envy that. He started to miss that.
And that's the piece of it. Most singles, most not all, wants to be married, and there are times in your marriage when you want. It's a hard time. It's a hard times, and if you don't have now, some of you said we've been friends for a very long time. When getting married is when it's early or too late.
Envy, yes.
Right, that's the envy problem.
Yes.
That's the envy problem that usually kicks in when you're stressed out and you're going through things at home and you just feel like you need a getaway, and then you see your single girlfriend sitting over there just seems like she's having the time of her life, and she may be having the time of your life, and you may be like, girl, I'm gonna go out with you this time.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go, and then you find yourself going more frequently. Now, for me, I'm not going to have any single woman sitting up in my house all the time.
Right.
Just not gonna happen.
Right.
It's just not gonna happen. Not because it's not even I'm not giving any room for the enemy, nor am I. What do we have? Like she's my friend.
Right.
But this is my first responsibility.
Taking to the clubs, keeping your friends that respect your... Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Miss Lolita.
Miss Lolita, you're absolutely right.
Absolutely. And so, yes, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have single friends.
No.
But the single friends that I have, which I don't really have any, just be awkward at a point.
Yeah,
it would be
just awkward at
You're
a
just
point.
not going to come sit up at my house and chill out. We're not doing that.
And Miss Lolita, you basically summed it up really well. We kind of gave you the around the river and through using opposite sex friends.
Woo!
That is a conundrum wrapped inside an enigma, wrapped inside a trouble. Okay, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, seriously.
She's like, come on.
Yeah, that's one that's just asking for it. You know what I mean?
That's a whole night talk.
Yeah, that's a whole night talk. That's just asking for trouble. Quite honestly.
Yeah.
I personally find it very hard because I've had female friends of the opposite sex that I was very close to, and I've seen it repeated through generations, through my kids. Mm-hmm. You understand? Through all 4 of my grown kids. Yeah, big can of worms.
Yeah.
And it always leads to feelings. Always.
Yes.
Always. I've never seen it not. Whether one admits it or not is another story.
Yes.
But if you, once again, ignoring all those yellow flags, you're choosing to ignore it for the sake of the friendship.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because they make you feel a certain way. They understand where you're coming from, or you can say something to them that you can't say. There shouldn't be anything you should be able to say to anybody that you can't say to your spouse.
And on that note, this is what we kind of say after, especially going through our ordeal. We think cheating happens with the act when the sex act happens. It starts way before that.
Way before.
When you start sharing intimate details of who you are, sharing like side flirts, when you start sharing intimate details about your marriage, your hopes and your dreams.
Hey, Tavia.
You start showing intimate details of your marriage, just asking questions, just bouncing stuff off. Yeah. You are setting yourself up big time.
Big time.
Like big time.
You're asking for it.
You are asking for it. I'm not a huge friend. I'm not a huge fan of that at all. And the funny thing about it is, I work with a lot of men. When I do makeup, I'm around a lot of men.
Yes.
But you know what? I'm always talking about my husband. And my husband can come around and they'll always say, "We done heard so much about you."
Yeah, I do get that.
Because
I get that a lot.
Dude, you got to know that because if you give an inch, they're gonna try you, and you never know what day they're gonna find you on.
And let's just keep it. I'll keep it really honest with you. She does that as to honor me. Yeah, okay, she does that to honor me because I think she'll agree.
Oh, Miss Taryn, we're sorry. She said they had a false that she's.
I missed it.
Okay, we'll talk about that later, Miss Taryn.
I'm sorry, Miss Taryn, I missed it. But obviously it's something.
Yes.
Yes. But what I found is she does that to honor me.
Yes.
Because she will agree. I'm not the jealous type. Mm-hmm. I'm not. I'm not that guy. Mm-hmm. You understand? Never have been. I'm very secure in who I am and what I got. Mm-hmm. It's not even about me. I trust her. Mm-hmm. And more than her, I trust the God in her. Mm-hmm. Do you understand? So, yes, I trust her and the God in her even more so. Mm-hmm. And so, with that being said, when she goes to these things, like she went to, like she has, she has a male friend that is also married who is in the music industry. Mm-hmm. Okay, and he asked her to fly down and help her set up one of his events. I had no problem with it. Okay, mm-hmm. I met this guy, and when I met him, he knew everything about me.
Yeah,
you understand?
Because here's the truth about it is he says I do it to honor him, and I do it to make sure that they know there's no room at all for no shenanigans.
No shenanigans.
None, not at all. And it allows me, and you know what it is? It keeps me honest. At the end of the day, it keeps me honest, because if I'm like no way in, I'm sitting here and I'm professing my marriage and saying how much I love my husband and we talk about my husband, and then I slip up, I would hope such and such will try to remind. He probably not going to remind me that I'm married, but I'm just saying it keeps me honest. It keeps everybody in it honest. How can we prevent ourselves from falling too easy too early when you get easily attached?
Keeping it light. Yep. That's my phrase. Okay, that's the phrase I've preached to all my kids. Keep it light. Keep it light and keep it versatile, okay? When you know that you have a tendency to get attached and fall deeply and you're in that dating stage, date. Mm-hmm. Date. Mm-hmm. And keep them all light. Do you understand? Go ahead and go out to dinner with John one Tuesday. Then Friday, go out to dinner with Henry. Do you understand? And keep it light all the way around.
Yeah.
And keep it 100. Okay? Don't start sharing feelings prematurely. I like that. Don't let the words love float around yet. Absolutely. Don't start sharing feelings prematurely. Don't start sharing intimate details.
Yeah.
Do you understand? They don't need to know all the nooks and crannies about your life story, no matter how interesting it may be. Keep it light. Okay? Don't start bringing them around friends, families, and acquaintances.
Yeah.
All right? Date. Casually date. I'm a fan of casually dating. Okay? Even before I met my wife, I casually dated.
And who? Who was that?
See, here we go. Here we go.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm joking, you guys.
Right.
We're getting him back. And who
Right.
was that? Who was you dating?
So, if that makes sense to you, go ahead and tap the screen. Yes, if that makes sense
You
to
said
you.
give them names. Yes, right, Miss Tika. No. And the other piece of that, I would say, is if you fall so easily, there's something that you need to check in yourself.
Yeah.
Because that you need to check something in yourself because
missing.
there's a need that you're trying to feel.
There's a void.
And when you, not saying you don't value yourself, but when you know what you're offering, then you're not so easily to give it away.
I have one of our children is like that. Okay. He falls very easily, okay? And he goes all in. He
invests early.
Way too early.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, don't lower your own stuff.
And one of the things that you've heard me say this before with my daughters, I say, you are the treasure, but what I teach my sons is, you are a catch.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Realize the catch of a man that you are.
Yes.
And what he doesn't understand is the value that he has as a man. He's a provider. He's loyal. He's committed. He's hardworking. He's well-spoken. He's educated. You know, he's got all these traits. But the problem is he devalues those things. And he's willing to give him. You don't give away anything that you perceive as valuable.
That's true.
Nobody does.
Yes.
How much more so yourself? Do you understand?
Yes.
You have to value yourself. Okay, and when you value yourself
That's
like
true.
that, and women see it and take advantage, and that's exactly what happened to him.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's happened to him. You understand? And I would tell him, listen, man, dude, you got.
That's true. Your boy's a catch.
Your boy's a catch. You know, we always talked about the girls as a princess, but train your boys to be a catch.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that when they find the woman that the Lord means for them to have, that woman knows she got her a boss.
Yeah, she got her a good man.
She got her a good man.
Yes.
All right? And so that's what I teach my girls. You're a treasure. Make them dudes dig deep, just like any treasure. Okay? We don't bury treasures on shallow ground. We bury them deep.
Absolutely, Coach Christie. We see a catch
Yes.
and he's attracting broken women. He needs a woman who's solid.
Yes.
And you know what? Those things come, and my husband and I were talking about this earlier in the week. It's just Tuesday, so we were probably talking about it yesterday. We were saying, you know, that everybody has something. Everybody has something that we need to work on. Everybody is broken, and that I think when we get
We're
to
all damaged goods.
we're all damaged
of us.
goods.
We are all messed up. Most of us just don't admit it.
Yes.
And we cover it up. You
Yes.
understand? And we put on the perception of functionality.
Yes.
When inside it's some really dysfunctional things going on.
Yes.
You know, yes, bosses attract bosses. That's true.
Or gold diggers.
That's true too.
Yeah, so we're all broken, and so we have to be very mindful. And we have heard this message before, talking about blind spots. We have to be mindful of the blind spots in our own lives and who we are. If you know,
Oh, thank you so much, Mrs. Black.
if you know that there's an area in your life that I'm not quite where I should be there, and I know that
Yes.
that's an easy
Right,
spot for
Miss
me to
Lolita.
fall. Then you have to protect
Thank you,
that
Miss Black
spot.
Family.
You have to protect that spot because that spot is sensitive and it's easy to be preyed upon, and so you just have to watch those things. So
Yeah.
I hope that answers whatever question that was. I think we kind of got off, or no. I got to go, y'all. Keep on keeping. Thank you so much,
Thank you, Miss
Coach
Coach
Christie
Christie.
K.
Thank
She
you.
is awesome, you guys.
Thank you
She's
for joining
awesome.
us.
So I think Coach Christie had a question, but I think she's out of here. Yes. garden. I forgot what it was. So have a good evening, Chris. Hey, anybody else got a question that's on the block tonight? We got a few more minutes left. We're going to get a couple of more in. Any more questions? I think I brought that question up.
What question?
Guard your blind spot. Yes, guard your blind spot.
Yes.
We all have them.
Yes.
When it comes to finances, should it be 50-50? Nope.
No. It should be all in.
All in.
All in.
Now, if you don't follow His and Her Money, please follow His and Her Money. They are the experts on that topic of finances. But we have learned, we have learned that division starts early in your marriage. If you all can't agree on your finances, as you would hear us earlier to say, then nobody moves on nothing.
That's it.
That's it. So what are you saying? Don't pay no bills?
Nope.
Until y'all can agree? Nope. Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Because once you start dividing stuff, now one of you all is usually the saver and the other is a spender, then you have to realize who you are.
Right.
But if you're building your house, then there should be one common agreement on what you guys are building for. And it really shouldn't be 50-50. Yeah, you got to watch them flags.
Yeah,
that's a flag.
That's it.
When we start, we always say there's no B plan. So there's no
plan B.
Or there's no plan B. There's another couple who has that.
What?
There's no plan B. I'm the spender, but I don't know what that was saying.
Mm-hmm.
When you start making little bitty things in your marriage, little bitty cracks in your marriage, let me tell you, them little bitty cracks will allow a whole lot of water to get in. It'll cause a whole lot of problems.
I'm gonna keep it real simple. I'm gonna keep it real simple for you. When you say 50-50, basically you say divide it.
Yep.
And there should be no room for any division in your house, okay? Because I can't believe it.
Yes.
There should be no room for division in the house. What should be done is we put it all in, and we learned this through His and Her Money, and we do practice it now. We sit down at the beginning of every month and we write it all out based on what we got.
Yep.
Okay? What we got.
What
period.
we have.
What we have.
Yes.
And it's not you pay this, you pay that. We will sit there with our devices, because now you can do everything digitally, and we're paying as we go. Okay, that's paid. What's next? Boom. That's paid. And now whatever is left is what's left for us.
Yes.
But 50-50 means that you had to divide it. There should be no room for division anywhere in your relationship.
At all.
None.
At all. And I know we've had some people who said, you know what, I got a crazy spouse. It takes one match and 1 second to burn a house down. It took months to build.
You're right.
Absolutely,
You're absolutely
Lolita.
right.
Absolutely.
You're right.
We've heard people say, well, my wife just spends, or my husband spends money like crazy. That's the point of putting it together in the beginning.
Yep.
And then allowing yourself what they call fun money.
Yep.
That that you give each other an allowance. You get, okay, now we got this money. You take this. It makes it easier, and it lets you both know what's going on in your house, because ain't nothing will break up your marriage like finances.
And you're also allowing the other person the liberty of being who they are financially.
Yes.
You understand that the fun money, when I get my fun money, she knows 9 times out of 10 I'm headed to the comic book store.
Yep, you can go buy some comic books.
Okay, that's what I like to do. You understand? 9 times out of 10 she's headed to Sally Beauty Supply.
Get off my y'all better get them.
She headed to Sally
You
Beauty
touch
Supply.
Tammy again. Y'all better get them.
Okay, but it allows her to be who she wants to be financially in that space. Okay, and it also allows you all to breathe without any type of contention.
Yes, I do. She wasn't ready. I wasn't. It ain't going nowhere. Y'all better stop. Leave Tammy alone.
So yeah, that's our little financial. For more of that, check out His and Her Money.
Yeah, they're really good. We haven't been related to them, but they're his sister and brother, my sister and brother, but they're really, really good.
Yeah,
so
they are financial.
Did he know he loved Tammy too? Yep.
I can't run my fingers through Tammy without Tammy coming out. Tammy ain't fun.
Yeah, that sounds good putting it together, but you have to be on the same page. You do.
That's why you sit down and do it together.
It is. And you know what? We talked about how young is too young to get married.
Great question.
Well,
Roxy, let's
Roxy,
go right to that one.
I was when Dwayne and I got married, I was 19. So I don't know how long you've been on, but we've been married now for 20 years. Mm-hmm. And so, truthfully, at 19, I wasn't ready.
And nor was I. I was 21. And though I loved her greatly, I don't think we fully understood all what marriage encompassed.
Yeah.
And so with that being said, we often tell people the hardest thing in the world is to raise a spouse.
Woo.
Now, if you think raising a child is hard, try raising a spouse.
Try raising a grown person.
Okay? And that was tough. We literally raised each other.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons why I firmly believe we went through many of the things that we went through.
Yeah, we just wasn't mature enough.
We just weren't mature enough yet. You know what I mean? We weren't even in touch with ourselves. And then we were trying to dial in to one another. Would you let your kids get married young?
We would hope that they're wait, but they are over the age of 18.
They're all over the age of 18.
Grown.
So they're grown. And so, actually, my oldest went off and...
the first year is the hard. The first 5 years for us was the hardest.
Yeah. My oldest actually went off and went to the courthouse and sent me a text saying, we about to do this. You in or you out, basically.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He sent that to everybody and then shut off his phone. And so, long story short, what could I do but show up? I told him he was stupid, but I showed up anyway. You understand? And so...
3 months later, they were divorced.
Yeah, 3 months later, they were divorced. And
so
and though we wish that had not happened...
Absolutely.
That is also, we believe, one of the... Yeah, we believe that that's one of the underlying factors to young marriage, because you're full of passion.
Yeah.
You know, at young, you have all that youthful passion with not a whole lot of foresight.
Yeah.
Okay, with not a whole lot of... We watched 2020. It was years ago, but you know when something sticks with you and you just never forget a thing? Okay? Yeah. You watched 2020 and they showed this thing about the human brain and how long it actually takes to develop. And it was proven that the reasoning center in the human brain, they actually showed all the CAT scans and all this other stuff. The reasoning center of the brain doesn't fully develop until age 25.
Yep.
That means up to 25, you're still doing dumb stuff.
Right. Okay?
And when I saw that, of course, I had to put it to the test and reflect on myself. And I couldn't argue, but I'm like, yeah, I was pretty dumb all the way up until 25. I did some really dumb stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and it was my judgment center wasn't fully developed.
Yeah.
If that's an excuse. You know, granted, there's no absolutes, but some people, yeah, it doesn't complete until 25.
Yeah.
And so, you know, yes, some people develop, you know, you have the exceptions to the rule, but I would strongly advise against it, you know. And I just,
Robert, but yes, that's what you raised him to marry.
Yes, they're all raised with the value of marriage. And it wasn't something that was pounded into them. It was something that they got by osmosis.
They just watched.
They were surrounded by successful long-term marriages everywhere they looked in our family. Mm-hmm. Okay, all my siblings successfully married. Mm-hmm. My parents successfully married. Aunties and uncles married 30 plus years. Mm-hmm. You understand? So that's all they saw in their nurturing circle. So obviously, the value there was instilled in them at a very early age. They picked up what they saw. Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? But even now, we have to temper that. Because even though we admire that they want to commit to one person,
yeah,
they watched and they want it. Exactly.
Yeah.
We still believe that until that reasoning thing solidifies and until you've established yourself a little bit in the world, I'm not saying you got to have it all together because that never happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at least you've done something and you've accomplished something.
And you're right, Miss Tika heard them. They said that out their mouths.
They said that out their mouths.
Because my kids actually were home from college, and they actually came downstairs and hopped on the Periscope real quick with us, and we didn't even know they were coming. And they said that out their mouths. They've seen their parents, and so that's what they want. Yeah. But here's the truth of the matter, you guys. It makes an imprint on it. Does. Here's the truth of the matter. They don't know all the scars. They don't know the journey. They don't know the journey. They can't really appreciate how much work we put in to be still married after 20 years. Yes. As many of you know, we had some serious setbacks in our marriage. Yes. And can they endure? We don't know. We don't know, but we hope that they do. So
yes. I agree.
What age should you get married? You should get married after a whole lot of prayer.
some counseling,
and definitely get some premarital counseling.
We believe that is not a faith thing necessarily. We believe that that's a health thing.
Yes.
For a healthy marriage, we believe that premarital counseling, whether it's through your local faith-based institution or going to a counselor or therapist, we believe that premarital counseling is big.
Yes.
I mean, if you're really serious about it, you'll make the effort.
Yes.
You understand? And it is an effort, it is a cost. But that should be something, but God got us through. Yes, He did.
Yes.
Counseling. Yes.
Absolutely.
You know, I believe that if you're planning on getting married, I believe that should be in your marital budget.
Yes.
Like in the wedding budget, you know what I mean? Okay.
We got to get some counseling.
We got to get some counseling. Let's go ahead and price this, and we're going to put that on to the whole cost of the marriage.
Yes.
Before we actually do all of this other stuff.
You've done it. It does help.
Thank you, Young Ball, for signing off on that. I appreciate that.
It does. Counsel. I think
we're in Chicago, Illinois.
Yep. I think that especially in the African American community, we're not really big on going to see nobody.
Yeah.
But y'all, we got real issues that we deal with, and we need to talk to somebody. And so we are definitely advocates of counseling and getting another opinion. The scripture tells us that wisdom is found in a multitude of counsel. So, but we just feel like we know it all. And you are marrying someone else. You're marrying another person with other issues that you may not have encountered. Like for me, my husband was raised in the church. He was raised in a 2-parent household. I always said I was raised by wolves. I was raised by an abusive household, a whole bunch of things. So when he married me, he had no idea really.
She brought all her history with
what he was getting into. He just saw that not Coke bottle body, but he just saw what he thought. He saw what he thought that he wanted, and it wasn't what he needed at the time.
All right, Roxy, that's what's up.
Awesome. So it allowed you to submit to your husband completely.
Yes,
absolutely. That is so important. And even submission. Mm-hmm. That was something that took a long time in our marriage to happen.
Yes, they fear being labeled. You're absolutely right.
Absolutely.
Counseling labels you as that you don't have it all together. You know?
Absolutely.
You know, that you don't have it all together. No one wants to feel as if they don't have it all together. But as we said earlier in the scope, once you acknowledge that you don't have it all together, believe it or not, it becomes easier.
Yeah.
Okay? It becomes easier. The walls start coming down. And the guard comes down, and you're able to actually receive something.
Yes.
Okay? See, oftentimes we put these walls and these fences, but nothing can get in. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Nothing good can get in. You know? And so... And a wise pastor won't marry you unless you have counseling.
Yes.
Okay. The really good ones. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No one has it all together.
No one has it all together. And so, like my wife said, you got to remember, you're when you're marrying somebody, you're marrying their history.
Yes.
Okay. You're merging histories,
bloodlines, everything.
Everything. And believe it or not, no matter what they tell you. Okay, you're getting an abbreviated version of the history.
Yes.
You seriously. Y'all could have, we used to be on the phone and stuff for hours.
Yes.
And I didn't really realize how deep that history went until after we had jumped the broom.
Yes.
And all that. I'm like, wow, okay, well, I knew.
He had history too.
Yeah, I had my history, you know. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
And he needed me, y'all.
I did.
He needed me. The word says a man who finds a wife finds a good thing, and he finds his favor with the Lord. So his favor was wrapped up in me. He just didn't know it, but he found out.
I found out.
He found out.
I learned
So
today.
yes, we've come through a lot of things. We are so very grateful to be on this side, and that's one of the reasons why we do Marriage for Real. You said check and mate. Yes. That's why we do Marriage for Real, because we've had some very real realities in our marriage, but we have come out on the other side through God's grace, through a whole lot of work, and we just want to see couples make it. Not just make it, we want to see you thrive and to produce after your own kind. That's what most people do. You produce after you produce strong marriages. You sow into
Thank
other
you
marriages.
So much, Roxy.
Thank you. Oh, he said, oh, thank you. Yes, you sow into other marriages, you know, and that's why we do Marriage for Real.
I want you guys to understand that, you know, after 20 years, and this is the funny thing, we feel like we're just hitting our stride.
Yep.
We believe that the first 20, that was the test. Yeah. Now we're actually excited about the results.
Yes.
Because we've passed the test. And you're like, wow, it took y'all 20 years. Believe it or not, it really did.
And we know that everything won't be gravy or it's going to be sunny days every day. Yes, I don't know how I got in here, but awesome. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yes.
You got trapped. You got suckered in.
Hi, Chris Lolo. It's you know what it is? Here's the funny, this to be a comic series. Here's the funny thing about it. After 20 years of marriage, we know each other so well that our arguments, y'all, last night we got in an argument, right? We got in an argument,
we did.
And brother raised his voice. He came like real strong. So y'all know what I did. If y'all watched us, y'all know what I did. Miss Tika, what did I do? Miss Tika, what did I do? You know the trick. What did I do? Tell me, quick,
What's
fast.
The trick?
What's the trick
to diffusing a hostile situation? Pray is one. That's not what she did at that time.
It wasn't even an option at the moment. That's why I said this is marriage for real. I'm sorry.
She hit me with the I'm sorry.
That's it. I'm sorry. And then as I said I'm sorry, I just shut up.
I kept going.
Yep, he kept going. But right. Right, he kept going. Yes, I stopped talking and I said I'm sorry.
But after a while, like I said before, no one wants to fight somebody who's not fighting back. And I was trying to goad her to keep going, and she wouldn't. She wouldn't.
I seen that coming a mile away. I'm like, you know what? You win.
We keep it 100 here.
He's like, I'm weak. Yeah, you learn to shut your mouth. You say you laugh and say really, but you know what, Miss Black Family, it's on YouTube, and it's called The Power of an Apology.
It's hard. Yes, it is hard to stay quiet.
It's hard to stay quiet, but this is what I say. You have to realize when you have crossed the line to whatever you're about to say is not going to help your marriage. And if you go into your marriage saying there is no B plan, then at the end of the day, that's your goal.
Sorry, but push and push.
I'm sorry, but yes, Miss Tika, we laughing, but you got to stop that. Chris, she got to stop that. Because one thing that we have to, this I will say sorry. Yes, I'm sorry is the number one argument ender.
It's the killer.
A sincere I'm sorry, babe. You know what?
And she hit it with me. She hit me with it quick, y'all. I mean, I was just about to wind up with some words. You know what I mean? I was about to wind up. It was like, what? And I'm sorry. I'm like, oh.
You said I'm always saying I'm sorry.
You know what I mean? And I kept going for about a minute, maybe 90 seconds. Saw I wasn't getting nothing. That's exactly how it went. Yep. You know what I mean? And here we are again today. You know, back in front of the camera.
Yeah, he was finna try. He was. And sometimes you have to remember it's been a long day. Oh, that didn't feel loving to me. Did I do something to deserve that? If so, I'm sorry.
That sounds really good.
That sounds good, Miss Lolita. Really we're going to work on saying that.
We're gonna work. That has to be rehearsed, Miss Lolita.
She said, stop them in their tracks. You helping us.
We are working.
We're
going to have to rehearse that one.
Yes. Yeah.
We got to put that in the script.
Yes. and I know that and we're not being facetious about that.
I'm serious. I'm serious.
That's going to say, that hurt. Say that again. What you said?
Counseling trick. I'm serious.
What she say? She said, that hurts my feelings.
Yes, put that up one more time. Never go to bed mad. We talk it out. Yeah, we do. We do believe in not trying to.
Because we talked about it before. We know what it's like to lay back to back and don't nobody get no sleep. Nobody getting any sleep. So yes,
and absolutely. Ain't nobody really asleep.
And nobody's ever really asleep anyway. Yeah. But you sitting over there fuming. And me, y'all, we talked about it before. I have to touch him in order to go to sleep.
It comforts her.
It comforts me. So it is a very long night for me if we go to bed. You said another one, yes. She said, me too. Oh my gosh. Chris go to sleep. Yeah, Chris goes to sleep in a deep sleep. They do.
I know, right?
And it make you mad. They can go to sleep so fast.
You go to sleep quick.
Well, that's it for tonight, you guys. We're so sorry. Dwayne has to go to work on the night. That didn't feel loving to me.
Did I do something to deserve that? If so, I'm sorry. I like that. That didn't. Rehearse that one.
Well, let me tell you something.
That didn't feel loving.
And some arguments, my husband will say, I ain't mean for it to feel loving.
Quit it. Listen,
he would.
We're going to sign off here. We thank you guys for joining us. We got some great things in the pipeline.
Oh, we do. We do.
You guys have inspired us, and you guys have started something, and we are preparing to put our 10,000 to flight.
Yes, we will.
We got some things, and you guys have been so inspiring and encouraging and supportive, and we want to bless you guys. Yes, number 7.
Got them 7s.
Got them 7s. For you all who are new, 7 is our thing that we've completed our mission for tonight.
Yes.
Okay, 7 is the number of completion in the Bible, and we want to know that we've said something that has blessed you, that has touched you. So if we have, please type 7. That lets you know mission completed for tonight.
Hey,
Thank
Lala.
you all so much. Hey, Lala Speaks. We do answer emails. We want you all to stay in touch with us.
Yes.
With your emails, and on Facebook at Marriage for Real, and the YouTube channel is about to come strong. I just ordered a bunch of equipment, you guys. We're about to do some things that
we will, Miss Black
yes,
Family.
we are going to follow you absolutely. Thank you
to the Lord, to God be all the glory.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Miss Lily. We thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, Miss Lily. Like I said,
watch us, Lala Speaks. Watch us on the replay.
I'm late. I'm sorry.
Yes, we do respond back.
Yes, we do.
We love you guys. We pray for you daily. That is not a closing line.
Yes.
Okay? That is not a closing line. We actually pray for you every day.
Before we leave out, hey Wayne,
Brother Wayne.
Before we leave out, in the morning time, we leave each other. We have our prayer. We always include you guys in our morning
every
prayer
time.
and our end of the night prayer. So
we will be back on.
We'll be back on Friday night. But listen, you guys, Friday night, because we also do youth ministry. Friday night,
we're going to be broadcasting from our youth ministry.
We'll be broadcasting live from our youth ministry, because we are doing a overnight shut-in with the kids on Friday. So y'all, so serious. Pray for us. But more importantly, praying for us, pray for them.
Yes.
Pray for these young kids. The things and issues, absolutely.
They're dealing with
the
some real
things that
stuff.
they are dealing with right now. That's Chris's birthday. Well, happy birthday,
Happy
Chris.
birthday, Chris.
Miss Tika. Now I know you got something planned.
Yes.
Big for him.
Yes.
If you can. Yes, so yes. Please pray.
We'll be back on Friday.
Broadcasting
from our overnight youth ministry. We're gonna find a quiet spot, and we're gonna log in.
Yes, absolutely. Or we just may do it live, because we want you guys praying for these babies.
Yes.
These babies. So good night, you guys. See you later.
marriageforeal@gmail.com.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
And we love you guys. God bless. We wish you a strong marriage. As we put our 10,000 to flight, we pray that you all join as one to put your 10,000 to flight.
Yes, and Miss Tika, congratulations to you and Chris on your anniversary on this Saturday.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Good night,
you guys.
We love you guys.
Bye-bye.
God bless.
Oh, I think I didn't turn that off, right?